Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is May 19th, and this is your trade plan review and aftermarket update. So we ended up having a good day here at the Oil Trading Group. We actually caught a very handsome CL trade today that was nearly 60, a little over 60 ticks per contract, so 120 ticks on the move up today on the CL. We'll talk about that particular trade, then I'll show you that trade of the day video here. But first thing I want to do is I want to talk to you about our trade plan. Today we said that the trade plan was going to be, our session bias was going to be bullish here. And if you take a look here, this is just a 15-minute chart. But if you go back here and you can really see, if you start back here, you have a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, and the market continues to rally. Higher low, higher low, higher low. And we had a higher low here, but we broke a little bit of structure, but this low here actually is above this structure point. We did come down a little bit deeper here, but again, if you were to just look at it from this perspective, low, higher low, higher low, higher low, you are making higher highs, and you did get a little bit of a break here. Really, what we were looking for today is a break in structure would be through this zone right here. Let me draw this out for you. See this cluster of volume right about from here all the way to right here. That would be a break in structure point. Probably wouldn't even be that deep. It would be down to about right there. And that is where our levels were today. But this was the area that we were expecting the market to get long. Also, you have one of our favorite retracement points here. If you measure this swing to that swing, right, there's your 70.5. That's actually at 35. It was this one that was on the money here today. It was this swing back from the 12th right down into that 70.5. We had a zone right here. In fact, I'll turn these support and resistance levels on so you can see it. Again, this is right where we had our minor zone right there. So if you take that off for a second, you can see we came right down to the top of that zone, and that is where all of this previous price action was back in this area here, right? So we'll turn these off for a second and make this a little bit less cluttered. But you take this swing low from here, and you measure it up to this high here, and that area was 23, and the low on the day is 26. So that is one of our favorite retracements. That is on your trade plan. So if you come back here, take a look at the F2 setup. This is on your trade plan. If you go and grab your tactics worksheet, let me grab the tactics worksheet here for a second. All right, so you have the tactics worksheet here on your trade plan. The retracement zone setup is an F2, and you scroll down through the fades, the breaks through the fades, trades, and you have your F2 setup, and that is measured from days highs to lows. So the bigger the time frame, the more reliable the setup. In this case, we were measuring this swing low back here from, there's the 12th. In this case, we were measuring it back from, I believe it was right here on the 12th up to here. Yeah, and that gets you right down to the low of the day. So you see how the market came right down into it and rallied. And again, you had nice support back here in the form of volume. And this is kind of the structure point that we were looking. If it were to break through that, then that would kind of negate the structure. And so what we said here on your secondary strategy, so we were talking about the market being in a bull trend today. We said if it broke 47.08 down to 47, so if it got through, really if it got through this zone right here where all this previous price action was, then we thought the market would continue to the downside. But it did not. The market came down to our setup, our F2 setup, and then rallied. But that really was just part of the story today. We're going to spread this chart out now just a little bit here on your 15-minute chart. And I'm going to walk you through the primary, so the primary strategy. So the way that we look at the market is we say, okay, what's our session bias for the day? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Is it choppy conditions? What exactly is it that we're going to be looking to have happen? Once we determine session bias, we then go through and look for opportunities. In the case here, the primary strategy with the bullish, that means that we would be looking for longs. We said 47.53 down to 46. So you were looking for a reversal on a sell-off through this blue break zone, right? We said blue break down to 46, which was right here. and then you would be looking for a breakout above 73, which was here, and of course 73 went on to rally up to 48.06. So there was 33 ticks on this move. There's 46. There it is on your trade plan. This actually low is 45, not 46, but it comes down into the low, one ticked it, and then rallies. That was the first setup on your trade plan today. The second setup that we were looking for is a move to fade long, 47.29 down to 47.20. And again, I just showed you on the retracement, and the market comes down here to 26 is the low, right in the middle of that zone from 29 down to 20. Market comes down to 26 and then rallies from 47.26 all the way up to 46.78. That's 162 ticks here. All of this was called right on the trade plan today, 152 ticks to be precise on this move down. What we do is we catch it around 46. We pick up the zone right around 46. We had a market maker level show up around 46 here today, and that was our indication to get in. We get in long at 46. You're going to see me ride it all the way up here into this 48.12. I take it a couple of ticks off, but I take two lots from 46 all the way up to 48.12, and that is the OTG trade of the day. Now, normally what I do is I'm going to show you that trade in its entirety. Unfortunately today, or not unfortunately, it was about an hour and a half long, so I'm not going to subject you to a full hour and a half. I condensed it to the very front of the trade, and then I'll let you watch kind of how it ends up. So I've cut it down to about 15 minutes. It was really about an hour and a half long trade. So we get in at 46, which is right in this area here. Came down into 37. I think our stop was actually 36, but you can see these are 15-minute bars. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 15-minute bars before it finally went up to the target. That's an hour and a half. So the trade was about an hour and a half long. Like I said, we condensed it down to about 15 minutes. And so that is how the trade plan performed. It performed exactly as we talked about it. So again, just a reminder, we put the trade plan out at about 8 p.m. the night before. This trade plan didn't fire off its first signal till 8 a.m. That was 12 hours. And so, again, you have plenty of time to get ready if you are taking a look at the trade plan. So, again, posted it yesterday on in your membership content area, and it was available to you 12 hours in advance. So, again, I'm going to let you watch the OTG trade of the day. It is a 120-tick trade. Getting long off of 47.46 and riding it up to the target on a two-lot at 48.12. So without further ado, here is that OTG trade of the day. 46, 45, 46, and I'm in. Stop now here. Phew. 34. 34. Still, we're going to rally into that 63, I believe. We'll see. 37. 32 is the stop. Yeah, that 20, that it surely is. Daily extension 1 down here on the low. And you've got 2023 quarter as a support level underneath here. So this is a retracement area here. This is your 5-minute. The retracement here is at 40 and 45. The 50% is back here at 51. That's measuring this swing here, right, down into that zone. So it's the reason why I'm long here. This is your F3 setup on your tactics sheet. And I believe we're going to rally up into this area up above us here. So we'll look to try... We'll look to see what we do around 63 up here. Top of the hour. We're through the top of the hour now. That liquidity at the 70.5 there at 40. Okay, now let's pop up through 50. You've got liquidity up there at 55. Come on, 49, 50, 51, 52. You've got some orders stacked up at 55 up above you here. 63 is a first targeting area. $100 limit order short at 50. 100 limit order short at 50. Let's see if we can rally up through 50. We've gotten to 48, 49 here. 15-minute chart, you've got a bottom here at 41. Stop at 33. Come on, 46. Let's go back up through 47, 48. You got a swing point on your break chart here at 57. Okay, let's see if we can rally up through 48, 49, and then up through 50, 55. 104 short at 50. There's 51. Now you've got liquidity at 55 up there. Still think we're going to hit our target at 63. Or not our target, but I still think we're going to hit that sweet spot of that zone up there at 63. We'll see. Got to 51. Come on, 50, 51, then 55. You've got liquidity at 55. All right, Hojat, we'll see you tomorrow, buddy. 55. You've got liquidity short at 55 right now. $52. Come on, 53. Let's go test into 55 and then 63. Okay, hustling up into 54, 53, 54. Now get through 55, 56. No takers at 55. You got liquidity at 55 and 56 here. You pop through that, we'll make it to 63. $52, come on, been as high as 54. $20.23 may hold here. I'm not doing anything with it. Looking for this to rally over 55 here. $51, $52. Come on, $53, $54. Got to get through $55, $56. There's 69. We've got to get up through 70. You see all of those orders backfilling here at 70. So 70 to 72. If we can rally up through 70 to 72, I'd like to start hitting 70. We hit 70 a minute ago. We filled 6 on the offer. There's 71, 72. Go. There we go. Now let's go, baby. Go, baby, go. Come on. Get up through 80. I told you 80 was an area that was going to be important. Let's bring the trail stop now. We got to get up through 80. 46 to 57 is the stop. We're looking to target 48.12. Thanks, Victor. I appreciate you saying that. So we're up around 40, 79, 80, right? We got to get through 80. You've got 104 short at 79, and you've got another 147 short at 80. I really like the idea of getting to 48.12 here. We pop through this zone here. We can pop through this zone. I'm looking for it. 48.12 is your target up here. That's where I've got my two lots is 48.12. We got to get up through 79.80. There's 78. You've got 80, then 85.86. You've got liquidity. So I won't get too greedy if we make it up to 48.00 and then start to not be able to get through it. I won't get too greedy for that extra 12 ticks. I won't do that. There's 79. We got to pop through 80. 78, 79. Get up through 79.80. Don't stall right here. Keep going. So what you don't want to have happen is have it come back and test 63. That's what you don't want to have happen. So you need it to push through here. You don't want it to try to have to come back and test 63. If we can rally up through this 80 level, there's 79. Get up through 80, hit 80 here. There's 79 trying to get through these orders at 79. Let's go tag into 80. Then you've got liquidity up to 88. There's 80. Okay, we filled a decent chunk of orders, 140 up there at 80. You've got an iceberg order coming in behind it, but I think we're going to get through this 80. You've got a big iceberg order at 80. We've got to get through 86, 88 rather, 88. Liquidity down to 70. Stop here is 66, 20 ticks to 66. And let's see if we can rally into our target. Come on, let's hit the home run here. Swinging for it. Let's go. Buyers, sellers pulling off at 78. That's good. Let's see if we can tag into 78. We should be able to go back and test 80 again. But we have to clear out. Those orders are coming back now. Point of control at 74 now on the CL. Come on, get up through 78, 79. Do we have a 70.5 here? That's a question. Yeah, right there at 83. So careful with this swing right here. You've got that 70.5 at 83 to 89. So we may get a bit of a, you may get a bit of a pause right there on that swing. But not enough. I think we're carrying it up to 12, 48.12. We'll see. Lots of heavy volume underneath you, trying to provide a floor. Lots of volume above you, trying to put the ceiling on it here. We need to get up through 79, 80. We've been as high as 80. The longer we linger up here around 77 to 78, the better chance we have of getting through it. Top of the hour in 6 minutes. Come on, rally through it here. Big bands of liquidity up above you. 78. Come on, 79. Get up through 78, 79. Push through it. 77. Come on, 78, 79. There's 78. Got to get through here. That has suddenly become the ceiling at 78. I would prefer that ceiling to be up around 85, 86. Just because I think if we can do it up there, we just have a lot of wood to chop ahead of us here now. There's 77, 78, 79. There's 80 again. Come on, jump through 80. Lots of orders stacked up against you at 80, but we are hitting them hard now. 80. Come on, break through 80. 101 on the offer now. You've got an iceberg at 80. 163 on the offer. There's 81. That's good. Says Captain Obvious. There's 82, 83. Stop at 69. 82. Come on. 83, 84. Rally up through here. 142 at 88, another 164 at 90. This is the 70.5 right there at 82. That's the 70.5. This could pause right here. Could also pause up there at 89. $69 is the stop. 69 is the stop. Let's see if we can push up through. 30 ticks from home. 30 ticks from home. Top of the hour in 5 minutes. We'll see if we can get a little bit of a bounce at the top of the hour here. There's 82. 100 short at 84. Got to get through 83, 84 now. Revision signal up there at 98. You've got liquidity at really all the way to 90. You get through 90. And we run into that liquidity at 0-0, but man, we maybe get close there. Got to pop through 83. There's 83. Triple top at 83. Come on, pop your way up through 82, 83. Okay, I suspect we're going to make it to 48.12. Can't we hold on long enough to do it? That's your question. Always is the question, right? Can we stick around long enough to do it? There's 83 again. 135 short at 84. There's 83. Let's rally up through 83. There we go. 86, 87, 88. Okay, stop now at 74. 88, there's your rally. Get up through 88. Like I said, we got to pop through 90. Lots of orders here at 88. 74 is the stop. 48.12 is the target. $48.12 is your target. Let's get through 87, 88. 90 has 110 limit order short at 90 right now. 88. Come on. Rally through 88 to 90. 89. Now get through 90. There we go. 48.06. Holy crap. Let's bring the trail stop here to 92 on the trail stop. What am I going to do here? Stop is 98. There's 08, 9, 10. Trail stop here is 02. There's 9, 10. Screw it. I am taking it out right here, and I'm out. All right. So you see that the really the meat of that trade was made after really in the very front part of that trade when we got in, and then, of course, in that last 6 or 7 minutes of the trade. The rest of that time, the really about 50 minutes, it was just rotational back and forth sideways from side to side. So, again, that is a review of the OTG trade plan from today. Again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching the videos here at the Otg Trading Group. And until next time, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.